US lawmaker who's fighting the world's biggest social media platforms has told Sky News the billion-dollar companies must be held to account. Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin recently launched a lawsuit against YouTube's parent company, claiming it's responsible for a rise in mental health issues. He outlined his battle plan and advice for Australian authorities with science and tech correspondent Brent O'Halloran.
Where I'm from, I like really good American barbecue.
Tim Griffin is sinking his teeth into one meaty issue.
And I may say, man, I'm addicted to that stuff. That doesn't mean you're clinically addicted.
Arkansas's Attorney General believes many kids in his state are addicted to YouTube.
I think it's indisputable that not only are their products addictive to minors, but they are specifically designed to be that way.
An alleged practice he plans to end. The US state is taking on a $2 trillion global firm, suing YouTube's parent company Alphabet under deceptive trade practices and public nuisance laws, claiming YouTube amplifies harmful material, doses users with dopamine hits, and drives youth engagement and advertising revenue. As a result, youth mental health problems have advanced in lockstep with the growth of social media and in particular YouTube. So what proof do you have that they're doing something malicious or illegal when it comes to, as you allege, creating an addiction?
Well, as you are familiar, we are in active litigation, and a lot of this is going to be presented in court.
The state is already suing Meta and TikTok over their use of user data. The Attorney General wants to force YouTube to invest in mental health services and overhaul its policies.
There's no question in my mind that litigation over this helps push these companies to a better place. And I think you will see that. We're demanding that in this case, so that they change the way their product works. They change the disclosures. They put more protections in place. They give parents more control. There's a number of things that we're asking for in this case, and I think we'll get them.
Studies, including from Yale and the Australian National Universities, have highlighted harms from popular online platforms whose practices are facing greater scrutiny around the world.
I think for too long, these platforms have been allowed to, get away with a lot of things that we wouldn't generally allow other, forms of communication technology or even broadcast technology to get away with. And these concerns now about the impacts on mental health are, part of what is moving this forward.
An Alphabet spokesperson says the allegations in Arkansas's complaint are simply not true and says providing young people with a safer, healthier experience has always been core to our work. The Australian government is considering new rules around social media, including parental consent and blanket bans. So why do you think parental consent should be required? And what are your thoughts on outright bans for kids on social media?
Well, look, I'm not for an outright ban, but look, I think it's wise for everyone, regardless of where you live, to pay attention to the apps, the products that your kids are using, and make sure you understand how they work and how that impacts your kids.
And his legal fight may well impact kids the world over. Brent O'Halloran, Sky News.